Welcome back. So if you've been tracking the Tesla trades that I've been putting out on my channel for over 6 months now, basically the technicals are lining up. So this is a position that my business partner and I spoke about, agreed upon. His expertise is the macro side, and also just reading the tone of the market through an intuitive sense, because he's been an investor for decades, and I'll do the technicals, right? So one thing when we entered this position a long time ago, before ever getting into it, is since I'm always looking at the risk and trying to plan for any scenario, because I know that I don't know, right? So what happens if prices go to zero and Tesla becomes a bankrupt company? That's always my question. And me playing devil's advocate, the answer that I got while asking that is that you also have to read the environment. And this is what I learned from my partner, which is Elon Musk, the way that he viewed him, or the way that he saw how the world saw him, was that Elon Musk is a person with reach that can reach, or is an arm's length away from dealing with the government, any government in the entire world, right? So basically that was his point, which was something that I did not see at the time, and nor did he, but he saw the possibility, which is very cool. And that is kind of how things are playing out at the moment, right? I would say this move is more so the fact now that Elon Musk has integrated himself with the US government, and is on their side, as opposed to being as opposed to the headwinds that he had previously. So basically, now I think the entire world has started to realize that this is the case. And not only that, it is actually true that most likely a lot of the projects that he had in mind can happen much quicker now, right? So I think there's a huge shift of capital that's going towards Tesla, as something that obviously I couldn't see before. And just a nice little lesson and nugget to log on the YouTube channel. And basically, right now, if we look at the technicals, watch the other videos, but it's pretty self-explanatory. Like, this was the most textbook downtrend of all time, and a lot of people missed it. So basically, everything looks constructive. The only concern that I have right now is just the US indices, or basically the S&P 500. The names all look quite strong. They could have another rally. Like, there's nothing that can stop them unless there's some large news event that basically drops it down, right? Or yeah, I still think there's more room for this rally. But my point is, the S&P 500 is very concentrated right now, meaning that if something does trigger somewhat of a correction, in my opinion, because of the concentration of US households as opposed to just institutions, is that there's possibility for a larger correction, or an exacerbated correction. So that's basically the Tesla trade. We sold maybe 1,000 shares in the mid 260s, which was the dumbest thing of all time. But you make mistakes in trading, so whatever, we still have a decent portion of our position. And we are also willing to add, because sometimes you have to be getting in, even if you think prices are expensive, if the actual move is currently in play, especially for a big macro slower move like we might have in Tesla for a big move, right? So we don't know. We can only be prepared. We could just try our best, and we'll see what happens, and hopefully try to execute on it, and the best that we can based off the effort that we put in. So that's the trade update on Tesla. Currently up 171, 318, and thanks for watching.